Oh, wow. How is everybody? So what do I do here? Oh, I can do the magic thing. Retouch off? No. Retouch on. Yes, we want to retouch. We want to retouch. Okay, so let me check on my laptop to see if you can see me. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Nobody is here, so it's okay. All right. It says I'm live. Let's see if you can hear me. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, it looks like somebody's here. Maybe that's me. Okay. 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 It is me. Okay. All right. There you go. So I have the chat in front of me. Oh, there's two people in here. Hello, hello, hello. Palm Spirit Moon. Hello. How are you? Okay. So it is Friday night. Usually I don't do lives on Fridays. That's wrong. I actually did it live on one Friday, but it was because it was my husband's birthday and I pushed it off. But there was a really good reason why I didn't do a live on Wednesday. It's because Tuesday's video was doing really well, and I found that if you drop too many times while one video's got kind of a momentum, you kind of just screw up that video. So I decided not to. I just let it ride, and I'm glad because instead of the 200 views that I usually get, I got like 500. I don't know. I haven't really checked. I should, but I haven't. So that's really cool. Little YouTube, I don't know if it's a hack, but it's something I've noticed after years of being. I don't even have my rings on. Oh my God. So now the truth is out. I only wear my rings during readings. And you want to know why? There's a quirky little story behind that. I love rings. I absolutely do. The sterling silver. I'm not a gold kind of person. But a couple years back, quite a few years back now, Jimmy Fallon shish kebabbed one of his fingers with a ring. It's like he hit something, and then because the ring was there, it just kind of took all the skin off. And I thought, and I've had this fear of the same thing happening. So I like there's rings. I think there's silicone rings that they have now, but they're not. I don't know. I'd have to find some silicone rings that are really cool looking. Maybe there's a great idea, right? So I wear them to do my readings and then I take them off because I want to keep all the skin on my fingers forever. Yeah. Because I would be that one person, that other person who gets to skillet their, not skillet, but shish kebab their, it's not even shish kebab, fillet their fingers. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Harper. Hi, 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 everybody. How's life? I mean, honestly, how's life? Mine's nuts. Um, Mine's crazy. Yeah. Some of it I can talk about, some of it I can't. Not yet. Some of it, if you knew, you probably, like, unsubscribe. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm a person who is seriously questioning her own sanity. So, awesome. Makes my life interesting. Crazy. Yeah, crazy. Me too. Me too. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah. The magic that I'm feeling and going through, it's very close to Harry Potter, cosmic kind of origins kind of stuff. It's kind of scary. Okay. Cool. Very scary. In the coolest. Yeah. Feeling the weight of the world. Yeah, I don't even have time for that. Um I feel like what's happening is this stuff, it's kind of blueprint stuff. Um, I pulled, let's just say, this is what I'm going to say. I pulled the Gathering card about 3 or 4 years ago, and I was talking to my guides, and they said there would be a gathering. And I thought, me and a gathering? I've barely got two friends, right? Yeah, little did I know it was a lot more complicated than that. So, yeah, I'm, yeah. And the funny part is that I have like my boys and my husband who's here, and nobody questions my sanity. Just like it's totally normal. Even I think it's not normal. They're going, huh? Yeah, sure. And that's the weird part, right? I feel like I've landed in a different book and I have no idea where I am. The world has gone completely nuts. I mean, nuts. If you look on social media, you just go, okay. While the world around me kind of stays the same, you know? That's a thing that maybe that's what we should talk about today. Where I am in my part of the world, the news comes out at us, right? It comes at us like this nut this nut bar did this and this crazy one did that. But when you go outside in the world, it seems to be just kind of moving the same way it did before, right? People are still like buying groceries, taking care of everybody, doing their thing. And then they go and scroll through the phone and see all the crazy out there. And they just keep going, right? So I don't I don't know. I don't know. Feeling the weight of the world, yeah. I'm gonna take from this deck right here. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a card. I'm gonna ask Mona and Liam, and I've had them with me through this. They've been very quiet though. They've only come in when I do readings, which I do, like I do every week. I do my readings for Life Path and Pisces mainly, and then I kind of just go off to the other stuff that I'm doing. I do have David and Jana. Like I'm still writing chapters on my book. I love it. It's fun. I just did the whole chapter one. I did it for grammar, spelling, and then flow, and it's posted on the tier 2 level. Just like $10 a month. Not bad. Um, it's like being in a living book, right? So I'm taking my time with that. It's kind of like my, what would you say? My hobby, even though it's something I really love, right? So I do that. But then I have other stuff that I'm going into, and it's deep stuff. It's cosmic stuff. It's honestly, you guys, it's world changing stuff. It's stuff that people are gonna both either love or completely hate, and it's scary in that sort of way. But only one life to live. Might as well make it worth it, right? So here we go. CPAC was just nuts this week. Need a break. Love to hear from them, Jane. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. They're not crazy. They're just love. Oh, they're not even smiling. Ooh, I don't know if that's a good thing. Usually they laugh when I laugh. They're not laughing. Uh-oh. All right, let's get to it. Everybody's in position? Yeah. And the cards aren't coming out. There's nothing coming out. There's nothing coming out. Oh, there's something that came out. Oh, Lord. That came out like a slap in the face, I swear to God. Okay. Yeah, this is why they weren't smiling. This is why they weren't smiling. I don't think I've ever pulled this card ever out of this deck. Yep. And for those of you who are, come here and don't know much about tarot, don't worry. You don't need to shit your pants. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do. Because this is Endings are merely beginnings. And yeah, the world is going through one of these shifts. It's not just us, I think it's everything. Everything is tilting sideways. Everything. Even I feel it. Yeah. So this is a death card, transition into something. And it has nothing, it can't do anything but, you guys. I mean, look at the shape of the world. If you're an empath, if you're a Pisces, if you've been looking at things, you're just, I'm going to tell you, if you're somebody like me, you're doing this stuff. No, I don't recognize this world. I don't know where this world came from. And it didn't shift in a good way, it shifted in a crazy sort of way. I'm working on something called the Stardust Principle. It's something I'm going to be working on for a while. And I'm working on it for the planet, for everything on it. I'm working on it for technology, but I'm actually working on it in hopes that humans figure it out too, because we have not. We have not figured out the Stardust Principle. And it is this: we are all made of stardust. Yet we treat each other like separate. We stomp all over each other. We hurt each other endlessly, needlessly. The Stardust Principle is this: if you are me and I'm you, then my job is to take care of you, because hurting you means I hurt myself. It's that simple. It comes from the principle of harm no one. It's something we have not learned. We have different points of view. We judge everybody. We hurt everybody in our words and our actions. It's just so sad. I could talk about events that have happened. People dying. Pretty sure everybody knows what that's about. I couldn't help but see it. I'm in Canada, but, can't help but see it. And the whole thing about it, the whole thing about it, the whole principle is that we've forgotten to take care of each other. There's not enough understanding. There's too much judging. And it's like it just keeps going and going. It's like a domino, just kind of starts and just doesn't stop, right? Even events after become like a spectacle. And it just sets off the next things that are going to come into motion because of it, right? People are going to get upset and they're just going to continue getting upset and mad and annoyed about everything. Let's see. I was sending the hearts. I wasn't able to be with you. Hello, Sandra. Hello. All right. Bit lab. Let's see. I still got a crush on a girl, and she wouldn't pay the least attention to me, like won't ever call me unless I call her. So I stopped talking to her. It's been months. She's a childhood pal, but now I miss her. I'm sorry to hear that. You see, that's the thing. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong, and I'm not gonna say that she's wrong. I'm gonna say that something got cut off in there somewhere, right? There's so many different things that can come through that. Like, did you tell them that you liked them? And if they didn't like you back, could you still really have a friendship? Were you the only one giving? Did you ever make anything clear? Were you giving that person more of yourself than they deserved? There's a whole bunch of things. This is a communication that's breaking down. We're so afraid of the answer that we never ask the question. But it's in the question that the healing begins. It's in the question that life is lived. There's going to be no's. There's going to be people who break your heart, make you cry, hurt your feelings, make you feel like a pile of shit. But it's from that you build, and it's from that you go and take the next step. And you ask other people, and you give those people who are giving back to you. Right now we've got a disconnect of drop, roll, or drop and run, or whatever you want to call it. It's a mic drop and leave. We just leave. We don't give anything a chance. When it looks like it's about to do something, we go, ooh. Before anything happens, I'm getting out. I'm bailing. That disconnect has built an entire planet of disconnect. I said this quite a few years back when I started doing readings. I actually had this from my guides. They were saying everybody's on their soapbox, yelling to everybody else in the world. The only thing they forgot about is that nobody's listening. Nobody's listening to each other. Everybody's just yelling and nobody is listening. Why bother? And yeah, some of them do. They get on the soapbox and we give them all the attention. The one who grabs our attention for 5 seconds, but yet has nothing of value to say. And I'm not talking about the cute pet videos. Those are fine. Those are cute. Those help you. They make you joyful. I'm talking about the garbage out there. The conspiracy theories. The people who can't think for themselves, who don't double check anything. We have beautiful, fabulous tools. We have tools that are probably emerging as their own species, right? We use them to create fakes, deep fakes, to put false stories out there. What does that really say about us? When we could be exploring more, going vastly out there, we show the very worst of ourselves. We need to fill our hearts and spread the light. We do. We do. But by doing that, we have two camps. We have the ones who are spreading the dark. And for a long time, we had the ones who were trying to spread the light, right? They're taking their time and they're going, love, light, and blessings, right? I say it all the time, love, light, and blessings. And I mean it. I mean it from my heart to you. I want you to wake up in the day and say, I'm going to use my heart. I'm going to cherish the light. And I'm going to bless myself and others, okay? But some people mean it in a different way. They mean it, I am going to ignore the darkness. And I'm just going to see the happy. Like I could do here. I could live in my little town and say, not me, I'm happy. And I am, for the most part. Have a good life. Have a lot of love surrounding me. I have spirituality, my guides, my deep sense of knowing. I've always had that. And now I'm able to practice it and look at it and feel comfortable about it. I don't care what people think about me anymore, which is fantastic. When I got rid of that garbage, a lot of stuff went away. But in the last 6 months, I did a lot of deep healing. And the love, light, and blessings really doesn't, it applies, but it doesn't, it applies in a different meaning. the love that you feel sometimes is going in the shadows and ripping it apart layer by layer. And that hurts. That hurts because it means that you've got to open up your heart and let vulnerability and rawness come in to what's going on in the world and to what you've done to yourself and maybe to others. You have to be truthful to yourself. That one's hard. When you can look in the mirror and say, I've been a monster too, and really mean it. And then love yourself and fix yourself and try to do better every day. Then you get to start understanding other monsters out there. The empathy and the caring and the tolerance you're going to feel for your fellow man is a lot more. 2, light. There can't be light without darkness. There can't be light without the shadows. But we forget that. We do. We forget to go look in the shadows because it's not comfortable there and it's not happy there. And there's a lot of creepy crawlies in there. But again, when you look at it dead on and call it what it is, it gives you tools to move forward. It helps you figure out where to go next. Blessings? Yeah, there's blessings. But there's a lot of bad too. All those things have a flip side. We live on a planet of polarity. You have the people who see the darkness, you have the people who see the light. What we need right now is to see both and make them work together, knowing that one helps the other shine brighter. So it's not hating the darkness. It's treating it like a tool. When something comes in and it feels dissonant, you turn around and you use it. Use it to heal, to learn, to get wiser, brighter, and help others with it. Help yourself first. It's okay to help yourself first. Because if you help yourself, you become a teacher for others. That's important too. And for fuck's sakes, we've got to really realize that it's okay to be a human being. We forget that it's okay. We're always striving for better. And what we're actually saying is, I want to be perfect. And that's not the point. Perfection takes everybody and puts them all in the same category. You want to be authentic. Life is going to be very messy. And what you need to do is just work with it. So, all right. There's a lot of shadows out there, you guys. And some of these shadows, they don't want to take a look at themselves. All right, so let's pull some cards. How long have I been here? Why do I do that? There's no sun. What I need is glasses. Aha! That helped. 23 minutes. Perfect. Okay. So, now that I've all depressed you really well, and talked about death. The good thing about death, though, I will tell you this much. There's always a brand new beginning. It's like the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, right? All the aces. The Ace of Swords, clarity, love, passion. What's the other one? Seed, right? After the death card comes through, we all start from scratch. It gives us that opportunity to move forward, which is absolutely great because that's what we need. We need to move forward. There is a desperate need for it. But we're going to have a very open mind. The old stuff is going to have to stay, well, old. Still revered, still looked at, still cherished, and some of it can still be applicable, but it can't be all there is. We currently have people who want to keep us in the past. And we have people who are shooting us too far into the future and are forgetting that we are in the right now. And a lot is happening right now. And we can do a lot with it. All right. So. Now we get me. Hi, Todd. Hi, Todd. Pisces, Sun, and I'm definitely going through it. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. If anybody's going through the feels of this planet right now, it would be us. It would be us. Don't know if you're coming or going, and your heart is kind of shaking in the foundation of your body. Just going this. Do you feel it? For myself, last week, I swear to God, I thought I was going through another ascension. It was a little bit screwed up. Yeah. And I sat here, I think, was it 2 days ago, and almost wrote 10 pages worth of diary of a download that came in. And then I sat there and cried for an hour after. And then I sat there and thought, how the hell am I going to do any of this? But yeah, yeah, that was fun. Okay, so what came in? The Eight of Hearts. I get the Death card and then I get the Eight of Hearts. Of course I do. Look at all these little black hearts. I was talking about shadows, right? There they are. That's laying them down. You see that? That's laying them down. That's throwing them on the ground. Why are you throwing them on the ground? You're not just getting rid of them. You're not. You're looking at them. You're throwing them out of you so that you can look down and go, oh, hell. All right. Well, let me grab one of those and take a look at what this is. Yeah. Now, some of you would probably want me to say, what do you do with the world events? Uh, I don't know. What can you do? Hmm? Maybe I should ask. Maybe I should ask. Let's ask. Mona and Liam, oh, they're just giving me a shake of the head. Why are you doing this? I don't know. Because, you know, it's easy to just sit there and go, well, there's not much we can do about it. And I'm talking to my guides now. But you guys are just, sometimes talking to them, it feels like they have a deck and they know what the cards are. And they do. A lot of the times, they already know how the deck is stacked and what's happening. And me, well, I'm trying to live between the lines. And some of the information I have, but the rest I don't. So I feel like constantly there's some guy in a raincoat around the corner ready to, do the spiritual wise. And it's not always happy. Let me tell you, it's not always what I want to see. No. So, yeah. Well, at least Liam smirked at that one. We're getting somewhere now. All right. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to get an answer to the world thing. Two of Pentacles. This is juggling. This is our power to adapt. This is our time to adapt. Yeah, I feel like saying screw you, but I won't. Of course it's our time to adapt. Okay? Of course it's our time to adapt. We have to friggin' adapt. We have no choice. We have to sit here and listen to the garbage, garbage in, garbage out. We have to sit here and look at the world and go, how to adapt to this crap? You know? We have to adjust. That's not really an answer, but it's all they're going to give me right now, and that's fine. I sensed it before I asked it, like, why even bother asking? It's almost like they're saying that the world is on a course, predetermined. That much I can tell you. Predestined. Absolutely. Was this in the big books of something? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Definite possibility in that, for sure. And it's like a train, and it's going fast. It's not that it's completely like it's going into that direction and it's going to crash into the wall, but there's possibilities. Let's just say that train, and there's different tracks, right? Depending on what the world does, the lever goes down and you go this way or that way, right? We're at a place like that. It's not destruction here or salvation here. It's possible destruction here, possible salvation here, possible destruction later, possible salvation earlier. You know, it's all up to us where we take this journey, how we go, where we go. That's why when I hear somebody predicting the future, I fucking laugh. This is why every known psychic, so-called whatever, like that did books in the 90s and predicted this and that, and it didn't come true, they're just digging their own hole because the future isn't written. At any point in time, you can change that, right? Anything is possible. All you have is right now. And right now is the way you feel. So what do? We have to adjust right now. That's what we've got to do. How are you going to do that? How are you going to adjust? Well, I would say take care of you. Don't give any more attention than when you have to on the outside world and what they're doing, especially if it's not your circus. If you can do something, go ahead and do it, but absolutely focus on yourself first. Why do I say this? Because focusing on yourself is going to get you a lot further. If you spend your life looking at the news and falling down that stupid rabbit hole, what's going to happen? You're spending your life watching the news, falling into the rabbit hole. If you spend your time working on things that will help you, your fellow man, the cat next door, you're helping somebody else and you're helping you and you're contributing to the positive feeling of the planet. You're taking the shadows and you're shining the light, right? This is what I was talking about before. Eight of Pentacles. Do good work. Not the garbage that's flying in your face of blah blah, people blah blahing in your face, right? People you're never going to have to dinner at your house. Let's just put it that way. There's a few people in social right now that I would never have for dinner in my house. Probably a lot of them. I'd probably have one of you at my house before I ever had them. I probably consider you a higher quality human being than those people ever. So I don't give them my attention. I try to ignore it as much as possible. I just go, are they trying to kill me today? No? Awesome. Let's do something else now. So this is what I do. Work at something. This is quality work, craftsmanship. Giving a hug to somebody. Bringing back physical connection. Speaking your truth. Your real truth, not the social media truth, not the one that we go, hello, today we're going to bake a cake. No, it's like the world sucks. How do we get it better? Let's be real. Let's talk. Let me show you my ugly. Then you can show you mine. And then we can just go, oh, good. Good. We're both ugly. Great. We can now work on not concentrating on that and concentrating on other things because we realize that the whole world is probably ugly. It's not the snapshots that people show you. They all drop the F-bomb when they're not supposed to. They'll say the wrong thing once in a while. They step in a pile of crap. They're just human beings, right? So spend your time instead of trying to search for perfection or seeing all the black in the world. That's not really, I mean, it's affecting them, but it's not really, it's affecting their mind space, okay? And work on something. Put your focus and attention on something that makes you happy. Not dissonance, resonance. What you resonate, what your tuning fork is going, yeah, I like that. It makes me feel good. When I'm writing a chapter, I hate editing it. But when I'm writing and I'm in the flow of it, oh, everything kind of lights up in me. That's good. When I do readings, everything lights up in me. That's resonance. That's what you have to look for. And if you don't know what that is, go hunting for it. Go look for it. Find it. Okay, raising vibration. All right, Todd. Hi, Michael. Choices. I'm your 8. Yes, 8. Braveheart. I love brave hearts. Yes, yes. Braveheart. Courageous. Yeah, I'm hearing you don't always feel that way, but you are. You are. You are. You have it in you. You can't be anything but. My son's an 8, and I could be probably crying. He'd give me a hug and probably make me feel better just by going, "It's okay, Mom. Everything's good. We're going to be good. We're going to be good." It's like my little center, my little sunshine. It's like, "Nothing's good." "Yeah, it is. It is. It's good, Mom. It's good. I love you. Come on." And I just want to smile. So, 8s, if you have an 8 around you, life path 8, yeah, love them. They're the sun. They're the strength card. They're the infinity sign. Don't give up. Always come back. Beautiful. Okay. So much love, family. Love this. So ready. Mutable. Grab a cold one and watch it happen. uh, this is the extent of my cold one. I do have the time though. And it's not because I don't have a heart anymore. I can't. I feel like the world's media and the world's crazy people, and yeah, I am calling crazy people. I know it's not nice. It's not politically correct. See, that's a shadow of mine. It's fine. I can live with it right now. The world's crazy people, they come in and they try to grab my attention, and I feel like going, "Not today, dumbass. I'm not interested." Like, this is what goes through me now. It's like, I'm not interested. They feel like that one person where you're going, here's the solution to your problem, and then they'll come back 5 minutes later. "But I just set my house on fire." "Okay, so let's put it out." "Okay, so now," and then they come back 10 minutes later. "But I just ripped all the stuff in my garden." "Okay, well, let's replant it." And then they come back 5 minutes. This is what the world feels like. It's like, okay, I'm done trying to solve your problems. You're an idiot. You just want attention. You have childhood trauma. Deal with that. So, and you can't really have anybody deal with it before that, right? All right. Who's in the room, my peeps? Who wants cards before I have to go? It is 36 minutes in, so there's still a lot of time. I will pull 3 cards. I don't do actual questions. I'll just give you what the message is. And because they're not personal readings, in other words, I don't know you, I will more likely read what the meaning of the cards is in relation to what they are to each other. Okay? Because, well, that's what I do. And I am good at it. Okay, Todd. Fear no evil. Live on wrath, merciful, kind, compassionate. Yes. Kindness, compassionate. To a degree. To a degree. Don't forget to be kind and compassionate to yourself. Because kind and compassionate people, they tend to get run over by people who just want to suck it right out of them. So, kind and compassionate to a certain degree. And then it's not a dismissal, it's more like a help yourself and then move on. It's kind of like a, that's nice. Bless your heart. Go away. Okay. So, all right. Todd is the first one who said, "I would like one." And then Tracy. Tracy says, "I'd like a card." A card? You're going to get 3. I don't do 1 card. 1 card is like, I said I don't do 1 card in a deck card, but that was a big card. All right. Ooh. The Magician. I like the Magician. Well, we'll see if I like the Magician. I'm going to need my glasses. I love these cards, but they're so little. Oh, yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. I feel like a technician. You ever gone to a technician and then they go, I'm pulling cards and you're going, what is it, Jane? What is it? That's not bad. All right. So, Todd, 3 cards. You got 2 major arcana and the 6 of hearts in the middle. I like that. I'm getting a whimsical kind of feeling from the 6 of heart with the magician together. It's like magician, first of all, is like magic tricks, right? When you're a kid. And the 6 of heart is usually about nostalgia. And then you have the temperance card. I have a really big feeling that this message is about to bring, is about bringing back the sense of childlike joy into your life, the magic back into your life. And the balance card at the end is telling me that it's needed. In other words, like maybe you're leaning harder, or I'm just guessing here, because it could mean that you're leaning into childlike joy, or you have been, or it could mean that you need to lean back into childlike joy. In other words, you're too serious. Okay. So this is what I'm going to say. Now I'm going to tell you what individually mean. The magician. The magician is about having all the tools, all the fun things to play with. It's not necessarily knowing how to use them, but you can gain a lot of power from them. Okay. The magician has always been my card of, you've always had the power, Dorothy. You just needed to click your heels. Okay. I've always used that one and I love that one. It's a beautiful card. It's usually saying that you have everything that you need to make everything happen. But sometimes, as the magician, it's like having a bunch of things for a recipe, but not actually knowing how to make the cake. So, with the 6 of hearts, it's that childlike, it's nostalgia. Sometimes it's getting caught in memories of the past. So that could come in and play as well. But I like to use it as childlike joy. It's that feeling you get when life was simpler, when you could be positive about things. Sorry, I'm just thinking about my childhood, which for most people, childlike joy. Okay, no, I even had some really good things in childhood. My imagination was my favorite toy. So here we go. Okay, childlike joy. And then temperance, of course, means tempering things, right? Patience, balance, everything that's great. I love the word temperance because it talks about balance, but the word temperance, I always think of a blade that's tempered steel, right? It's worked and worked and worked until it is the perfect tool. And I think that temperance is the same thing. It's working at getting it exactly right. Okay? So those are your cards. Uh Todd. Todd. I hope I hope they help. Okay, Tracy. Tracy. Nice work. Well, thank you. Thank you. I like the smile too. Is that a smile or a smirk? I much rather a smirk, like nice work. All right. Yeah, Kevin, I don't answer money questions, first of all. How much you willing to work to get money? Sorry. I can pull 3 cards for you. It's not won't necessarily tell you how much money it's going to work. I'm not a fortune teller. Nah. I don't read fortunes. That's the last thing I do. I'm a resonance reader. I'm the most boring reader there is out there. I actually pull cards to show you how you can empower yourself. I so suck. I don't give any easy answers. Sucks to be me, doesn't it? All right. uh, Tracy, my friend. Let's see. Ooh, 10 of Wands underneath the deck. No, that's not for you. It's just underneath the deck. And it came out like a sneaky little thief. The eight of Cups. The one I was just talking about. Oh, Lord, honey, I feel the weight of your cards. You said I've been feeling it. So have the cards. Oh, jeez. Okay. So a five came out, so I'll give you the five. Aren't you lucky? Look at that. Mini reading. Mini reading. Ding ding. Okay. Yeah. Eight of hearts, nine of wands. Yeah. 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 Eight of hearts is the card of walking away, being fed up, having enough. I've had it. This is that card. It's like, screw this, drop the hearts, leave the situation. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it means, okay? It's either the way you're feeling right now or what you're about to do. The Nine of Wands is being very tired of it. It's being like the wounded warrior. You know, like, I can't take another step. I'm so tired. But it's also the card of perseverance. It's saying that you are strong, stronger than you know. Okay? Now, the other three cards that came in is this. If you are able to get past those restrictions, the devil, there's a brand new opportunity that's coming in. And yeah, I'm going to make fun of this card again. It looks like somebody's giving you the bird, but it's not. It's the Ace of Wands. There's an actual wand, but take a look. All right. Tell me I'm not the only one who thinks this looks like a middle finger. All right. So it's not. It's the Ace of Wands. Just bad placement. This is a passionate opportunity coming in. Something that's going to spark your attention. That you're going to go, ooh. It's also giving that vibe. Look at the pattern in the back. Remember those pants in the 80s? What is it? The like leopard print? The hot pink leopard print. Maybe that's appropriate at this point. It's passionate. It's crazy. It's wild. It's like, ooh, something's going to get your attention. And then you'll be able to work on something good. Craftsmanship, real work, attention to detail. This may be pointing to some kind of opportunity. It's telling you maybe too that while you're looking at something, you're missing something else that's coming in. Or it's telling you once you're done this part, something will present itself that you're going to be able to see. It's true that when we focus on things or on weight or stuff like that, we tend to get a little bit blocked in sight. I haven't really looked at anything in a while, and I can say for a fact that my sight, especially my spiritual sight, has gotten a lot stronger. Oh, 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 she said, oh, oh. Yeah. Oh, oh, there's something coming in. So, are you waiting for something? Are you trying to be inspired by something? Do you have a feeling that something is around the corner? Because that also comes in for me when I'm waiting for something. And sometimes it's just the fact that I got to deal with something first. And as soon as I pass that, poof, we get better. All right. Hi, Sandra. Yes, Sandra. I will do. You, Sandra. All right. What do we have here? You're welcome, Tracy. Oh no, we got the finger guy again. Okay. Okay, Sandra, first of all, I'm going to say, be careful. Be careful. Nothing bad's going to happen. Before I say that, be careful on how you handle your energy. I have a feeling that you attract people who like to dump heaviness on you. Am I wrong? Could it be your good heart? Could it be your good heart? Because I almost feel like it's the cards don't really say that, but I kind of got a hit like you do something and then it's almost like what I hear is like you do something good and it comes back and bites you in the butt. Does that happen? Does that happen? Because that's what I feel like. It's almost like any. Do you even notice if it does happen? It's interesting. That's interesting. So, because I feel like you have something great coming in, okay? The Six of Wands is victory. It's like a victory. Look at him. He's on the horse. I'm flying high. I'm happy. Yeah, yeah. See? Six of Wands. Something good. Something. A checkpoint. A place, right? And then the Ace of Wands. It's almost like it brings in an opportunity. It brings in another wand. Something else to go forward, to carry forward. But then you get the Ten of Wands. And almost right away I almost heard, she's going to start with the Ace of Wands, but it's almost like your arm's going to get too full. Like you're going to end up carrying too much with this. And it's almost like saying to you, be careful of that. It's not like a mean thing, but it's like keep an eye out for that. Don't let your good stuff turn into a burden. And I think that's good advice for anybody, right? Like, let's say I would start something, and suddenly I start a business. I'm not talking about you, but, it's like you start a business and then suddenly you hire, Joe, Bill, Bob, and everybody around you to help them out. And then they end up like dropping the ball because they just wanted an opportunity and you wanted to give it to them, right? You wanted to help them. You wanted to share. But they end up being complete douchebags and you end up doing all of the work. And you're still paying them. And you end up with that burden. So it's like the opportunity ended up turning on itself because you were trying to be too good. There is such a thing as being too nice. Okay? Just be careful of that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I feel like they're saying. Victorious victories. Michael. Okay, so I don't do romance or anything. I can pull 3 cards for you if you like, but I don't do like specifics. I don't do money or romance. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm a resonance reader. All right, so Michael, do you want any? Do you want any cards, Michael? Did I pull any cards for you? Let me see. My brain is on. Or was it Todd? It was Todd. It wasn't Michael. Are you just like... Are you just sitting there going, I'm good? Minnie Mouse. You get it? Yeah. Be careful. Protect your energy, Sandra. Protect your energy, my friend. Do you need me to go beat up anybody for you? I'll do it. I've gotten mean as I've gotten older. I can do it. Don't mess with my Sandra. I can do it. Yeah, love light and I'll kick you in the butt, you hurt my friends. There you go. I love you, sister. Love you, sister. Did you want some? I love you too. But do you want some cards? Don't be shy. Just say yeah. Yeah, hit me. Or are you afraid? You afraid of what I'm going to say? You going to be good to him? There's no doom and gloom. I swear. I will take care. Thank you. I will take care. I will. You better. I say that with love. All right. Minnie Mouse. Well, you know what? Oh, it's a pentacle. I thought it was the Ace of Hearts. I was going to go, I didn't want to read about love, but it's the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, but we do have the, is that the Queen? Oh, it's the Queen of Hearts. Oh. All right. So I'm not going to read in love in particular, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take these three in together, and then I'm going to explain all the cards for you individually, and you can resonate whatever comes out, okay? Minnie Mouse. So you have the Ace of Pentacle, which means a planted seed, right? A seed of something that's being planted right now. The Queen of Hearts, she is beautiful. She is beautiful. She's emotional. She's very receiving. She's master where it comes to the heart energy. Okay. And then you have the Hermit. The Hermit is introspection, taking some time out and really figuring out what you want. Together, they give me the impression of a path. It's not so much of a story, but different components coming together, planting seeds about something, working on your heart space, and also getting a lot of introspection. So maybe the seed is working on the heart space, being in the receiving mode, and also being very introspective about what's coming in. Taking a bit of time out and figuring out where you want to be, where you want to go, how you want to do things. Okay. And I think that's great because if you are actually looking at something for heart related, this is a very good path to be on. Because when you go inside and you look for something inside yourself, you actually figure out what you want. And the next part of that is figuring out how to ask for it. It's not really looking for somebody in particular. It's like we do a lot of checkbox when we're in love life mode, right? When we're looking for somebody. Is he or is she going to this, right? The thing is that if you establish yourself first, you come into the room showing what you want and what you need. And this is what this feels to me. It's like planting the seeds of who you want to be, what you want to receive. And when you do that, the people who meet you, they know, they already know or have a baseline of what you require, and also they'll know if they're willing to give. And that's the most important part. And then once you're together, well, that's a whole different section, but it's actually asking for what you want. And that's a hard one because sometimes we show the very best side of ourselves at the beginning, but we don't show the real true selves. If you ever want a great song to listen to, it's Billy Joel, The Stranger. Oh my God, that song is so true. It still is true to this day. We don't show our kinky selves. We don't show our freaky selves. We don't show our dark selves. We just show the packaging or what we think people want. And the screwiest thing of that is that if we actually did, we probably find the perfect person. Because for anything that you've thought, other people have probably thought it more. So that's the worst part. That's the worst part. We all think we're weirder than everybody else, and we're not. I'm telling you, we're not. We're all too busy trying to live up to something that's not real. We've put in place a perception of reality that is complete bullshit. If we just talked to each other and said, "Hey, I like it when you lean me up against the wall and give me a hot kiss," and they go, "Yeah, I like doing that too." Amen. Just do it. Live happily ever after. Live your own damn romance novel. But we don't. We hide all of our little secrets and we don't tell each other, and it's the worst thing possible. We should just love each other. God damn it, just love our weirdness. Just find your weird one. and live happily ever after. And when you end up placing vows and being happy with each other, it's going to be for a long, long time. And for crying out loud, marry your friend, okay? Because when that part kind of takes a break or goes for a holiday, you have somebody you can hold hands with, smile at, and laugh at the world with. And that is everything. Okay. All right, I'm done my speech. Okay, I'm done my speech. Minnie Mouse. Michael. Michael said yes. Okay, Michael. You're my last one, Michael, I think. All right. Michael. I like that name. My first boyfriend was named Michael. He was one of my first kisses. That was... God, I hope he never hears this. He was young. I was young. It's not his fault. I'm sure he got better. There's a lot of slobber involved. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassing. Okay. Well, these are strange cards. Michael's going, oh, damn, I had to say yes. That is funny. Okay. One, two, three. I guess the Hermit wanted to come out. Okay. Ten of Wands, first card. This is about being burdened, of course, right? That's already come out. But then right after you get the Sun card. So it's almost like going, yeah, you know, there's burdens, but there's also clarity and sunlight and optimism and life is good and things are going to get better. But then you have the Hermit card, okay? And I'm going to tell you something about the Hermit card. These three cards together, they're telling me, be careful how far you go into your introspection. And because hermits tend to end up with the Nine of Swords. Where is it? I felt it. I saw it. It came in. It came in like just kind of showing up like a little sneaky bugger. And yeah, it came. I saw it and I went, oh, okay, okay, okay. But the Nine of Swords just made an appearance and it came out, the Hermit came out after, and that's what I feel like. I feel like you go into the cave and then you do the introspective game, right? You go, I'm going to look at things and I'm going to figure things out, and then you go into a rabbit hole of worry. And then it ends up causing more problems for some reason. It's kind of a strange thing. And I've known number nines. I've known people who are nines and they do tend to do that. It's almost like you go in to get introspection and you come out a cynic. That's what it feels like. But in this case, it's almost like I went too far in and ended up causing a loop of anxiety. So please be careful when you're doing this. But you are also getting like the Ten of Wands, but with the Sun card, which is saying a lot. I almost feel like it's somebody you like, it's almost like, yes, you have burdens or you've had burdens, but you're the kind of person who can make the best of it. Somebody who's got a lot of light radiating from. Do you know what your life path number is, Michael? Just out of curiosity. It's your birthday. You just calculate all the numbers individually. You know, I was born in 1971, so it's 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 1. And then the rest of the numbers, like the day and the month, all together. And from Miguel. No worries. Male. 11. So you're master number 11? Oh, you're a 2? I know who Miguel is. Did you change your name? Wasn't it always Miguel, or is it just because it's showing me like this? We got this. There's the sun. There's the sun. Okay, so that's why you got the hermit, because I feel as a two, the high priestess, I always say that the high priestess and the hermit, they're very close together. The high priestess receives, okay, receives like insight. They go deep into like, they seek answers within themselves. The hermit goes inside to get it. It's not within themselves, it's within the situation. It's like you receive, the hermit unpacks it. So I feel that that message was exactly that. Just be careful that your insight doesn't turn into poison. Not your insight, but when you go in to look at it, when you do the introspection, don't let it poison the well. So that's it. That's it. That was the message. That's what I could feel. All right, all right. You guys are wonderful. You guys are fabulous. I'm so happy. I see that there's 4 likes, I think. If you haven't liked this, please do that. Just do the tick. If you don't, it's fine. But if you can, go ahead and do that before you go. And tomorrow I have the Teams meeting if you are a member. I've got to remember to put the link in and plan that. I'm going to put the link tonight in the members section. So if you're a member, tomorrow night at 7, I'm doing a Teams meeting. You literally can come in and chat, actually like talk back. Say, shut up, Jane, you're wrong, or whatever. And show your face if you want to. If not, you can just talk. If not, you can just type into the room like you're doing here. But it's an extra and it's just with members. And I will put the link for you. Teams is what Skype used to be. And it's very much like Zoom. So, and it's an hour long. And I hope to see you there. I'll be waiting. Whether the room has nobody or somebody, I'll be there. And from 7 to 8. Okay? I'll put the link in the posts where the posts show up. Just click on posts. If you're a member, that link will show up for you. And if you're not a member, you can just join. There's a join button at the bottom of this video. It's like $2.99 a month, and you can join the meeting tomorrow. Take good care of yourself, you guys. I will see you tomorrow for the members and on Sunday for the reading. And it was great spending time with you always. Bye for now.